All right, so again, today we'll talk about the SQL interview questions and let's see what we have for today. So here is the first business problem. Harry Potter and his friends are at Ollivander's with Ron, finally replacing Charlie's old broken wand. Hermione decides the best way to choose is by determining the minimum number of gold galleons needed to buy each non-evil wand of high power and age. Write a query to print the ID, age, coins needed, and power of the wands that Ron's interested in. Sorted in order of descending power. If more than one wand has same power, sort the result in order of descending age. The input format of the tables are, this is the first table, which is the wands table. This wands table is consists of the ID is the ID of the wand, code is the code of a wand, coins needed is the total number of gold gallons needed to buy the wand, and power denotes the quality of the wand. The higher the power, the better the wand is. So if you see the table structure, and again, those guys who don't know wand, this is the wand, right? In Harry Potter, we must have seen that. So that is what they want to purchase. So that is my first table. Second table consists of the wand property. The code is the code of the wand. Age is the age of the wand, how old that wand is. Whether it is evil or not, whether it's a good wand or non-evil wand or it's an evil wand, that is what it denotes. Whether the wand is good for the dark arts. If the value of is evil is 0, it means the wand is not evil. And obviously when the value is 1, that means it's an evil wand. The mapping between code and age is 1 to 1, meaning if there are two pairs, code 1 age 1 and code 2 age 2, then code 1 is not equal to code 2 and age 1 is not equal to age 2. So I will not have any record where code 1 and code 2 are same and age 1 age 2 are same. I will not able to find that. So I'll repeat this problem again. So Harry Potter and his friends at the Ollivanders with Ron, finally replacing Charlie's old broken wand. Hermione decides the best way to choose is by determining the minimum number of gold gallons needed to buy each non-evil wand of high power and age. Write a query to print the ID, age, coins needed, and power of the wands that Ron's interested in. Sorted in order of descending power. If more than one wand has same power, sort the results in order of descending age. The input format, here I have the table wands. The ID is the ID of the wand, code is the code of the wand, coins needed is the total number of gold galleons needed to buy the wand, and power denotes the quality of the wand. The higher the power, the better the wand is. So here are the 4 columns we have. Then the next table which we have is wand property. The code is the code of the wand, age is the age of the wand, and evil denotes whether the wand is good for dark arts or not. If the value of is evil is 0, that means it's a non-evil wand, and if it is 1, then obviously it's an evil wand. The mapping between code and age is 1 to 1, meaning that if there are two pairs, code 1 age 1 and code 2 age 2, my code 1 will not be able to code 2, and age 1 will not be able to age 2. These are the three columns which we have. Here is the sample input. So here you can see that I have ID, code, coins needed, and power. That is the first table, that is WAN table. And the second table which we have is code, age, and is evil. So you can see that I will not have any other code. Code 1, suppose this is my code 1. I don't have any other code with code 1. Same way, if the age is 45, I will not see any record with age as 45. The output which we are looking for is something like this. ID 9. The age of the WAN is 45. Total number of coins needed are 1647 and power is 10. So you can see the power is high, coins needed are less, right? And that is how you'll see the output. That is what the requirement is. If I go back and see this, write a query to print ID, age, coins needed, and power of the WANs that Ron's interested in, sorted in order of descending power. If more than one WAN has same power, sort the result in order of descending age. Right? If the more than one WAN have same power, you can see that in the output also. Two WANs have the same power, so it is sorted based on the descending age. Here you can see 45 comes first and then 17 comes in. So that is my business problem which we have to solve. So now here is the table which is the WANs table, and the second table is you can see the WAN property. Right, so these are the two tables. Now what I'm looking for, I want those four columns as per the requirement. The columns are ID, age, coins needed, and power. These are the four columns which we want. Now again, this query can be handled in two different ways. One is with the with clause, and secondly with the normal query, right? So here I will go with a normal query. I will go with a normal way of writing the query, and let's see how it works. So first of all, I will look for ID, age, coins needed, and power. So I'll just directly call those tables on those columns. Select now code. Age is coming from the second table, which is WAN's property, and coins and power coming from, and code coming from the first table, that is the WAN table. So I will write let's say w dot id comma wp dot age, because wp is giving me the age, the second table, the age. I'm going to give the alias w to the WANs table and w property to like wp to WANs property table, comma w2 dot coins, or I can say w dot coins needed. But before, if I write this query, let's say I'm writing a query where I'm getting the age, power, and I'm looking for the minimum coins, right? I think I need the determine the number of gold gallons needed to buy each non-able band and power, high power and age. Minimum number of gold gallons, right? I need the minimum number of gold galleons. So let me first find all the minimum numbers, right? So for that, select wp dot age, w dot power, and I'm looking for minimum w dot coins needed, and I'll give this as coins as the alias. From Vands, giving the alias as w. Inner join Vands property, that is wp, and I will join on the code, right? So w dot code is equal to wp dot code, and I want the minimum by age and power. So obviously I am going to group by on age and power. So group by wp dot age comma w dot power. If I'll execute this query, you will get some output. You can see that I'm getting the minimums with the age and power combination, right? 4, 8. The age is 4, power is 8, and the coins are 734. The age is 40, power is 7, and so you'll get all the unique combinations. 4, 8, 47, 17, 3, 28, 4, 3. So you'll not see any duplicates out there because we are doing a group by on that column. And these are the coins, the minimum coins I'm getting, right? So basically I will go to the PPT and I'll show you what's happening here. So here I have the code, here I have the code as well. This one joins with here whatever ones we have, right? This one, this one. So these are the two records. The minimum coins are this 1647, right? So 1647 with power of 10, and the age is 45. Let's see that. You will find somewhere. Age is 45, 1647, power of 10. Right, so that is what it's giving me. And if you want, we can have the ID also, but again, I don't want that to be in the group by. Then obviously it will give me each record, right? Because if I'll do group by ID, so I will get all the records, like one, both the records will come. So as of now, I'm just getting the age, power, and the coins. That is my inner query. Basically, I'll use this as a sub query. Let's give the alias as ABC for this entire query. Now on top of this, I will write a query. So select. Now I'm looking for ID because I need the ID as well. Age, coins needed, and power from Vands. And let's give the alias as W2. So Vands table consists of ID. So W2.id. And here I have coins needed also coming from W2, and power is also coming from W2. Inner join Vands property WP2. Let's give this as WP2, and this age is coming from WP2. And I'll join on WP2 dot code is equal to W2 dot code. This will give me all the records based on the code, right? If I'll execute this query only, I'll get all the records. 20 records are there. If you see in here, 20 records are there. I'm getting all the records and joining on the codes. But after this, what I want is, I want to join this. Now this is one table. This table I will join with this minimum table. I'll get some records from here also, right? I'm getting some records from here also. If I'll run this, you can see that I'm getting 16 records, because 16 are the minimum, like 16 are the unique values based on age and power. So somehow I want these minimum records to get compared with the original 20 records, so that I'll get the minimum coin things based on age and power. and then from there I am looking for which are not evil. Is evil equal to 0? So here what I'll do, I'll just go here and apply one more join, inner join on this table ABC on ABC dot age is equal to WP2 dot age. I'll do the join on the age, I'll do the join on the power, and ABC dot power is equal to W2 dot power, and ABC dot coins, which is the minimum coins, this one, is equal to W2 dot coins needed, because I need the minimum one, right? So basically from this table I am getting all the minimum records. Let me again, to make it simple, let's go and fetch out this in a CSV file. Let's try to explain that in CSV so that it will make more sense. So that is my record which is giving me the minimum records. Let me go and run this part of the query and download this as well. And I'll just copy this and move there. So now this is my original table which consists of 20 records. I'm joining on the code, and based on the code I'm getting some output. And this table consists of the minimum coins based on age and power. So minimum coins based on age and power. So let me go ahead and have a filter out here and see, first of all, for the 4 and power, based on age and power we are doing, right? So let's say power is 3. This is the record 43969365. 439635. We are getting it, right? So basically for 4 age, I have how many values? I have here, this record will take the priority because this record has the lowest coins. So for 4 8 there should be 734, but rest all records should be the same because I don't have any duplicates apart from that. So 1 2 3 4 5, total 5 records should be there. This record should not be there in this table. So if I see here, 1 record, 2 record, 3 record, 4 record, 5 records are there. This 4 6 5 1 8 is not there. 4 6 5 1 I am not able to find, right? Rest all I am able to see that. So basically this record rejected, which makes sense because this record is like the duplicate based on age and power, and I'm looking for the lowest coins. So lowest coin belongs to this. Same way for the 40, I see 41 record, 2 record, and 3 record. If I see here, I have 41 record, 2 record, 3 record, 4 record, 5 records are there. That means there are some duplicates. Let me filter on the 40. So here I have 3 records with same power, 777. Which one will take the priority? This one, because it has the lowest coin. So 40 with power 7, 6018 should be the record. 6773 and 8798 should not be there. We'll see that. 6773. So 40 6018 should be there. So 40 6018 is there. Right, with power 7, the other 2 records are not there. This is power 5, this is power 1, this is power 3. Same way for other also, right? So we are left with this final records, which are nothing but the unique values based on age and power, and giving me the lowest coins. Now in this query, what we are doing is I am joining this main big table with this table. So I'm joining this table with this table now, right? I am joining this table with this table now. On which column? I am joining on age, power, and coins needed. So I am joining on age, all the three columns basically, right? On these columns, I'm joining. Now, obviously, when we are joining on all the three columns, that means only these three columns will come. These three columns will come, obviously, right? And when these three columns will come, then obviously these records will come, because I will get the matching of this record somewhere in this. I will get that. So this is the record match with this record. So for all these 16 records, I will have some combination out here as well. So at the end, I will get 16 records only. But on top of that, now 16 records with the minimum points, obviously. And why I'm doing this? Because I was looking for the ID field. Just to get this ID field, I have to do this whole story. Because I already have these three columns with me, right? In the inner query, I already have these three columns. But as I wanted this ID field as well, that's why I'm doing this join again, the whole story again. And after that, I'll apply a condition. So where coins needed, and then I will write. Basically, I'm looking for non-evil type of this thing, right? Band. So where WP2 dot is evil equal to 0. Order by. Now we have to take care of the order by. First is power taking the priority, then age is taking the priority as per the business problem. So W2 dot power DESC comma WP2 dot age DESC, and this is my final query. When I'll execute this, I'll get the output based on the minimum number of coins. Age is 45 and power is 10. If I have two bands with the same power, then the output will be on the descending age. And that is how we solve this problem. Now the next is again an interesting problem. Julia asked her students to create some coding challenges. Write a query to print the hacker ID, name, and the total number of challenges created by each student. Sort your results by total number of challenges in descending order. If more than one student created the same number of challenges, then sort the result by hacker ID. If more than one student created the same number of challenges and the count is less than the maximum number of challenges created by user, then exclude those students from the result. Right? So basically, Julia asked the students to create some coding challenges. Let's say I have asked you guys to create some coding challenges. And then I want to write a query based on, let's say each user has its own hacker ID, name, and the total number of challenges you guys created. Basically, total number of questions you guys created, for example. Sort the results by total number of challenges in descending order. Let's say Kushal created 10 challenges, that is the highest. So I am sorting based on the number of challenges in a descending order. If more than one student created the same number of challenges, let's say Kushal and Ayushi created same number of challenges, same number of questions, then sort the result by hacker ID. If hacker ID 1 Kushal, hacker ID 2 Ayushi, so hacker ID 1 will come first and then 2 will, like that. If more than one students created the same number of challenges and the count is less than maximum, let's say Priyanka, Rakshit, and maybe Ashwarya created same number of challenges, but that is less than the maximum. The maximum is 10. Let's say these three guys created 555 challenges, right? So if more than one student created the same number of challenges and the count is less than the maximum number of challenges created, then exclude those students from the result. So if I have more than one student with the same number of challenges and less than the maximum challenges, then only I will exclude. Suppose I have only one student with less than maximum, then I am going to include that. I am going to exclude those values where the challenges are equal number for the students, like 5 created by Aishwarya, 5 created by Priyanka, 5 created by Rakshit, but that are duplicates, right? More than one student. And also these fives are basically less than the highest number of challenges, that is 10. So it will be excluded. But let's say I created 4 challenges and there is no other audience or no other students created 4 challenges. So 4 will be the output. 4 will not be excluded because there are no duplicates on the same number of challenges. The input format which we have is this hacker table. The hacker ID is the ID of the hacker and the name is the name of the hacker. Challenges, the challenge ID is the ID of the challenge and hacker ID is the ID of the student who created the challenge. And these are the two tables. Here is the sample input. So challenge ID, hacker ID and the name. Here you can see all the hacker IDs and here again the common column are hacker ID. The output which we are looking is this 21, Angela 6. Now Angela has the highest count. If you see here 21, if I join with 21, challenge ID 2, right? 21. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 21 and there are 6 entries for 21. So she created 6 challenges. That is the maximum number of challenges. 5 is coming, 1 is coming. But if there are duplicates, that will be removed. Duplicates which is less than 6. And that was the business problem. If more than one student created the same number of challenges and the count is less than the maximum, less than the 6 of the challenge created, then exclude those results. I already have the hacker table. Here is the hacker table, which consists of the same names, which was there in the PPT. And I already have the challenges table as well, which consists of challenge ID and hacker ID. Now let's write a query. So first of all, I want to write a query. So like again, this can be solved with the with clause and the normal query. I will go with the normal query because I wrote a query which is like very big query, and I want to show you how we can write big queries as well. So first of all, I want to know whether there are any records which are duplicate, right? I want to know whether there are any records which are duplicate, and also I want to know whether like what is the maximum number of challenges. By seeing the data, I know that Angela is the highest record with the 6 challenges, but I have to find that also using the query. So I'll write two queries. First query is, first of all, I want to know what is the maximum number of challenges created by the individual. And then the second query, I will find the duplicates of the hackers who are creating same number of challenges but less than the maximum. So let me first create a query. Select hacker ID, name, count of distinct challenge ID. Let's say I am giving this as total challenge. From, I'll write a query here again. Select a dot hacker ID, name, challenge ID from hackers. Let's give the alias as A. Inner join challenges, give the alias as B on A dot hackers is equal to hacker ID is equal to B dot hacker ID. Now what's happening here? If suppose when I will execute this query, let's see what happens. I am getting this output. Here I am joining the hacker table with the challenge table on the hacker ID. So basically I am joining this table with this table on the hacker ID. So 50 joins with 50 rows, and again challenge ID is 1. So you can see 50 rows, 1 challenge ID. There will be multiple entries for rows, right? There will be multiple entries for Angela. Total number of records are 20, which is expected because in this table I have 20 records. In this table I have 5 records. I am joining this table with this table. All these records are present here, and there are no values present here which is not present here, right? Both tables have the same number of hacker IDs. So obviously it will give me 20 records. I am getting 20 records out here. Now from here I want to do the count, or I want to find the I'm already doing the this thing, right? The count. I ran the inner query as of now. I ran this inner query as of now. Now based on the name and hacker ID, I want to find the count, right? That will give me total number of challenges created by individual, because I am doing group by name and the hacker ID. So when I will run this query, you can see that I am going to get the, I have to apply group by also. So group by hacker ID comma name. And if I run this query, you can see that I am getting the output. Patrick created 5. Frank and Rose has same number of values. Angela 6, Lisa 1. So now I got the total number of challenges by individual, and I can clearly see that Frank and Rose have the same number of challenges and less than the maximum, right? This line. If more than one student created the same number of challenges and the count is less than the maximum number of challenges created, then exclude those students. I want to exclude these guys, Rose and Frank, because those are less than 6. So final output will be Angela, Patrick, and Lisa. So as of now, I'm getting the count from the query, but I have to somehow remove Frank and Rose. For that, I will write one more query. And that query will be exactly the same query which we are doing here. I'll just write this query exactly the same, no difference, on top of this query. Group by hacker ID name, and then I will write select total chal, which is this I am calling from this big query. Group by total chal having count of hacker ID greater than 1. Let me run this part. You can see I am getting what, 4. Why I am getting 4? Because from the same query, what I am doing, I am group by doing the total chal. Basically, what we are doing here is from here, the query which I am getting. On this, I am doing the group by and finding the duplicates on total shell. So there are duplicates on total shell. That's why we are getting 4, right? Count star greater than 1. So we are getting 4. Now what I want is, I want to write a query where, so on top of this, let me call one more query. Now this is a big query, so obviously it will take some space. So I'm not sure if you guys are able to see the entire screen, but let me run the query again. I'll run this entire query one more time. I'll run this entire query till group by hacker name and ID, like this part. I'll run this query again one more time, and that will be on top of this. So select hacker ID, and again the same story from this group by name. And on top of this, I will write one more. So you can see unnecessary. This is like multiple times I'm calling. This is like a very bad way of writing a query. One thing I'm calling 3 times. ID comma name comma total chal from. Now after from, this is like entire one table. From this entire table, I am calling hacker ID name and total chal group by hacker ID name, where total chal not in, total chal not in this query. I want not in 4, right? Total challenge not in 4. So I'll go and write my query till here. And here I will write where total chal is less than 6. Bracket, 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 order by total chal, DESC, hacker ID. Now this entire big query is gonna give you the output. Obviously, it's a very big query. There are chances that we may face some error. Let's execute this. Yeah, it's not ended properly. So here we have to take care of the brackets and all. So this bracket is, this is my query total hacker ID name, not properly ended. So hacker ID name. Here I have one more bracket, hacker ID, that is fine. Starting here, this bracket total chal greater than, here I will write one bracket. So this is my one query, subquery from, and here I will write select max of total chal as max chal from, and again there is a bracket, and this whole query will come. Let's see whether this will work fine or not. No, still there is an issue. So you can see that it's like very complex query we are creating, and a lot of brackets is the problem. Let me put this in a notepad and try to solve there, because here the space is very limited for us to play around. So let me put this in here, language SQL, and let's try to see where is the problem. So here, if I talk about this query, max total, select max total from this. Let's run this part till this. Missing right parenthesis. So this bracket is coming, this bracket is for this one. So one more bracket is there, which will come from here after group by. So I think this here it will only come execute. No. Yeah. Here the bracket will come. So I'll get 6, right? Max chal, which is for Angela. So this query will go. Basically, if I'll run this query, let's see it's working fine or not. Yeah, we are getting max chal. So this query is perfectly fine. So this part till this part is good. This is the bracket for this. And this is the bracket for, I think, the bigger query. So let's remove this bracket for some time. So this is the bracket for this. And now let me run this part of a query. We are getting 4. So this looks good. This comes in a bracket, not in. And let me call this query again. Group by this. This is working fine. This is the bracket for this. Let me run this query now. Select hacker ID name total chal. Select hacker ID name total chal from this. Right, that is how you can arrange so that I will able to understand like which bracket is starting where. So you can see it's a big query which we have created, and the output which we are looking for is Angela, Patrick, and Lisa. That is what we are getting. Let me explain this query. Let me put this in Notepad, and again I'll explain this query. So let me zoom in a bit. Yeah, I hope you guys are able to understand this query. So this query is, this part of a query is giving me the maximum chal, that is 6. This query will give me 6, right? That is for Angela. Now I am looking for those records which are less than 6, that is 4s, where we have duplicates, right? And I don't want that, so I am writing not in 4. From here I am getting the maximum value. I am comparing that maximum value with the total chal, and I am looking for those values which are duplicate and less than 6, and I'm putting that in not in, and then finally I'm getting the output. That's it. That is what we are doing here. Very simple logic, but very bad way of writing the query, because the same thing I am calling 3 times. As of now I have only very small table, but what if we'll have a big table? You are joining challenge and hacker one time, challenge and hacker one time, challenge and hacker one time, 3 times you are joining it, right? Unnecessary we are writing a big query, and this is like a very uh, I would say inefficient way of writing a query, right? So in that case maybe I can think of applying a with clause or any other way which we can think of, right? So that I will not write this type of big and redundant type of query, because again you are hitting the same thing and again you are doing that. So So let's try to solve this with the with clause. Obviously, this BigQuery is not very efficient. Let's go with a with clause and see whether we can write it more efficiently. So with temp as select hacker ID, then we have name, then I want the count of challenge ID, right, as number of challenges, and also I need the maximum, right? I want what is the maximum. So maximum count of challenge ID over, if you guys remember the analytics function, as max challenge. From challenges C, inner join hackers H on C dot hacker ID is equal to H dot hacker ID. And here again I'll give the aliases. Hacker ID is coming from both, so that is fine. Here I will write H dot, challenge ID is coming from C dot. Again, this is also coming from C dot. I'll get this query. Group by hacker ID, comma, H dot name. That is my first table, which is a temp table. I'm getting the count, I'm getting the max count as well. Then the challenge as select I'll put this bracket with as here, select number of challenges, which is nothing but these ones, right? Count number of challenges, comma, count star, because I want to know the duplicates, right? As number of hackers, let's say, from temp, from the main with clause query, group by number of challenges. So this will help me understand how many duplicates are there. So the main table I'm hitting only once, right? I'm hitting the hacker table and the challenge table once, and I'm getting all the information and fetching that information for further use. Very, very efficient way of writing it. Then select hacker ID, name, number of challenges, from temp, inner join chal on temp dot number of challenges is equal to chal dot number of challenges, where number of challenges should be greater than equal to max of challenges. Or number of hackers is equal to 1. Order by number of challenges DESC hacker ID. Let's see what happens, whether it's working fine or not. You're getting the same output. Right, so this query looks fine. Let's try to understand what it is talking about. So let me paste it here. Right, so from here we are getting the count and the max count based on hacker ID and name. So it will give me 6, it will give me other values. Let's run this part of the query. Let's see what's it's giving me. Here I'll just ambiguously define, so I'll just write hacker ID. So h dot, and here also h dot. So now here I am getting what? 5 challenges by Patrick, 4 challenges by Frank, 4 challenges by Rose, 6 challenges by Angela, 1 challenge by Lisa, and max challenge is 6. Right? That is for Angela. So that is what you are getting from this query. After that, what I'm running this query. Select num challenges, count star from hackers from temp, group by num challenge. Group by num challenge. So I'm grouping by num challenge, so I will get this 2, right? Because I'm doing the count star. Because we are running group by on num challenge from this output. So I will have 2 values here, like 2 count. So here I'll get group by num challenge, I'll get the output something like, let's try to replicate in Excel. The output will get something like from this table, and my query is saying that select num challenge comma count from this by num challenge. So I'm only selecting num challenge from here. So num challenge is 5 and the count is 1, 4, the count is 2, 6, the count is 1, 1, the count is 1. Right, this will be the output from my second query, which is this one. After that, select hacker ID, name, num challenge from temp. So I am fetching out hacker ID, name, and what is the third column? Num challenge. Num challenge. So I am taking these 3 columns from temp. Inner join chal. Let me take this output also, so that will make more sense. So this is my table, main table, temp table, and this is my, I'll put it here, and this is my num challenge and the count. Now I'm joining this table with this table. The query says that I want hacker ID, name, and num challenges from temp. Hacker ID, name, and num challenges from temp. Inner join chal. This is my chal. On temp num challenge equal to chal null challenge. So I'm looking for this records joins with chal null challenge here. Right. So this joins with this. This joins with this. This joins with this. This joins with this. So output will look like what? I'm doing inner join, so output will be, let's say, num challenge again and count again. Num challenge will be 5, 4, 4, 6, 1, and the count coming is 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, something like this. Right? Where num challenge is greater than max challenge. I am looking for the records where num challenge is greater than max challenge. So greater than equal to max challenge, I'm getting only one record, this one. This is the only record. Or number of hackers equal to 1. Or number of hackers equal to 1. So this is my count. 1, 2, 2, and 1. So I'm saying that num challenge greater than equal to max challenge, that is 6. This is what I'm getting. Or num challenge equal to 1. Num hackers basically. Num hackers is what? Which is nothing but the count. Count is equal to 1. That means this record and this record. So you'll get this Patrick record also. You'll get this Lisa record also. But you will not get these two records because that condition is not getting satisfied. So you'll get Angela, Lisa, and Patrick. And I'm sorting based on the number of challenges. Number of challenges, obviously 6 is more than 5 than 1. So we get the output. So when I run this big query, I think this run the query, it will give me the relevant output. Right, so this is the output which you are getting.